We always look forward to a visit from our first guest, especially when he brings along his best friend. Back with us to preview Nostalgic Christmas premiering this Thursday night is Trevor Donovan along with his buddy Tito. Welcome, Trevor and Tito.
Thank you,
Tito,
guys, for
thanks for
having us
making
back.
the trip. I mean, Trevor's here too. I mean, he's here, but really, we're excited to see.
We should say Tito and Trevor.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what everyone else does. Tito and you.
Trevor, I hear you got a little surprise for us too. It's not just Tito. What do you got?
It's not just Tito. Now, we've talked about him before. We got a new member of the dog family, a golden retriever named Shadow. Hey, Shadow, come on over.
Oh,
Hi, buddy.
Look at this.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, Shadow.
All right,
Hi,
Shadow. Hey, he's got puppy energy. Tito, sit.
How old is Shadow?
He's a year and a half and a month. It's a year and 7 months
Oh,
about.
he's still a baby.
I love
buddy.
how he came right on cue.
Yeah.
Now, he's got puppy energy, but you say
on.
there's something that these two guys here love to do when they're at home.
Yep.
So,
Hey, take a seat.
once he
Sit.
settles down
Sit.
a little bit,
Who's your buddy?
you can show.
Who's your buddy? Who's your buddy? Sit.
Oh,
Sit. Yep. Who's your buddy?
gosh.
Oh, good boy.
You cute little.
He's a little overstimulated with everybody around. Shadow, come here. Come on. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
It's great.
You
Good
know
luck
what?
finding
We'll
your
just let him
way.
go out
Falling
some-
apart, yeah.
Yes. He's running around playing in our snow.
We
in
got
the
a big
yard.
yard.
Buddy. Come on.
You know what? Something tells me that these two will be cuddling and putting their paws on one another this Thursday night
They
to
do.
watch your new movie,
Yep.
Nostalgic Christmas.
Yes.
You play Keith, and this is a really sweet love story. Tell us about the story.
So I play Keith McLean. I've got a really talented, beautiful 10-year-old daughter, and I work at a wood mill, a lumberjack, if you will. And Anne comes into town to help her father retire his toy store, and he makes all hand-carved wooden toys, and she used to do that as a kid. And she's kind of lost her way and works for a big department store making high-tech toys and whatnot. And when she comes back, she's sort of reminded of the simpler things in life, and of course, there is a little love story in there between her and I.
Yes.
I mean, what a great story.
It
What
is
a
a really
great
good
Christmas
story.
story
Yeah.
based around a toy shop and this great antique toy shop. So we have a clip of Keith meeting Anne for the very first time in her father's toy shop. Let's take a look.
Oh, Keith McLean.
Ann Garrison, Bill's daughter.
Oh, nice to meet you. I hear the store is closing down soon?
Yeah, my dad's retiring.
Well, we will certainly miss it. This is some quality work, you don't find that in a lot of toys these days.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
And don't even get me started on these new high-tech toys. I don't need my daughter's doll having more processing speed than my laptop.
Well, in today's
I
market,
mean,
it's like,
who decides that we should buy that kind of stuff for our kids for Christmas anyway?
that would be me. I'm a toy buyer for Sinclair's department store.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't mean that what she did was...
No, it's fine.
I didn't mean that it was...
I think we have a winner.
Great. Hey, Jess, go ahead and pay for it.
My dad thinks he's funny.
All dads think they are.
Awkward. Yeah.
How sweet is that?
It's a really sweet story, and like I was saying while we were watching that, you get to play a lumberjack, which, by the
Yeah.
way, I was like super excited to hear about.
You had him at lumberjack.
I mean, I'd be a lumberjack. I'm all for this, big time. And the message that we get from there, obviously, like the wood toys versus just a hot new toy of the season. This is a message that you can kind of get behind, right?
Yes, so my dad was a carpenter when I was growing up, then became a general contractor, started his own business. But when I was a kid, he built a lot of our own furniture, and one particular piece was he built me and my brother a rocking horse, which is it's like 80, 100 pounds. And there is my little niece.
Oh my God.
80, 100 pounds.
Well, it's all solid, thick.
Yeah.
Man.
And that's my little niece, Aileen Sage, feeding
She's
feeding
feeding
the horse.
And those are the toys that get passed down from generation to generation. There really is something beautiful and nostalgic about those old antique toys that are made of wood that somebody really crafted themselves. They're works of art.
Remind your dad.
It is, and it's still in my parents' living room, and it's cool. It brings back a lot of memories. I actually forgot this story. I was rocking on it, trying to show off to my cousins once, and it came up and hit me in the chin, and my teeth went through my lip.
It
Wow.
won.
I still
It won
have
the
it.
battle.
Oh, you still have the little scar to
Oh,
show it.
that's the
Look
scar.
at that.
Wow.
What a great story behind that scar. That's wonderful. Every
Still
scar-
blood stains on them.
That's why you keep the scruff to cover up the scar. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I know that your family was also, not only did they make your dad make your own toys, You guys were also really big, sort of environmentally sound as a family and very green in a way, way before a lot of people were. Your mom would make her own ice cream way back in the day, way before it was like the cool thing to do.
That's right.
Amazing cook, own ice cream, own bread. She'd make bread. Yeah, just a lot of home-cooked meals and, you know, fresh vegetables out of the garden.
That was farm to table before. I mean, we were saying farm
Right.
to table. I mean, that's just the way it was in your house. It's pretty impressive.
Does that sound like a Hallmark script?
That's our next
Farm to
Hallmark
table.
script. There we go, farm to table. I'm not sure that title's catchy enough.
No, but
We'll
we
work on the
always
title.
start with a title and
There you
end
go.
up changing it to fit the story.
That's the truth, for sure. Another tradition that your dad was big on is when, you know, decorating for Christmas, having the Christmas tree up there, and having a toy train, and the tracks going around the tree.
That's awesome.
Right?
So he actually, so when I was a kid, my brother and I really liked slot cars. So we'd get these, my parents had set up this slot car track we'd wake up to every morning. Well, cut to now he's got a little niece, she's 4.5 now, but since she comes over for Christmas every year, his thing is he builds this cool little train track around this little mini Christmas tree and all this stuff. And I tried so hard to find some pictures before this interview, but couldn't find any. But it's really cool. It's like his little prize, and she
That's
gets
amazing.
so excited, and so does he.
I was going to say, how
Does
does
he?
Tito like it? Well, because
Yeah.
you know, dogs see things like, you know,
Sure.
I think it's
Yeah,
little animals to chase around.
He seems so calm and peaceful. I mean, what could go wrong?
I don't know if you noticed, he's got a lot of weight to throw around. And when he gets close to a little train track and things, it looked like a tornado had hit the thing.
So
he won, huh?
He did
Yeah.
win.
He won.
Don't
It was
let
like
that get to your
Godzilla
head.
running through there.
Well,
I bet he did sort of look like Godzilla compared to the tiny train. Well, I will tell you this. So he doesn't mess with your dad's toy train this year for Christmas. And now that you have Shadow,
Yes.
you know, it's double the trouble. We heard, little elves told us that both Shadow and Tito have been really good dogs thus far. So we thought we would give them little gifts,
yep.
little stockings hung
Yeah.
with care
You
here.
hear that?
So that they leave your dad's toy train alone.
I think there's food in
Wow.
there.
Look at that, Tito.
What do you
Oh,
think
that's
of
so
that,
Where'd Shadow go?
guys?
Come here.
Come here, Shadow. That's
You
for
want it?
you.
Look.
That's for you.
that.
Oh, you want
Oh, he
Tito's?
wants Tito's, of
He's
course.
like,
See,
I
but
want
this
Tito's
is
stuff.
the dynamic.
and-
They just steal each other's
He's
stuff.
literally walking over top of Tito right now. I mean, it's pretty amazing. That's right, guys. Oh my goodness.
Are you excited?
Trevor, every time you
Here we
come,
go.
you've got to bring your family, your
I'd
extended
love to.
family, your dog family here.
Yeah,
These guys
absolutely.
are amazing. Congrats on the movie.
And I don't know if you noticed too, we have the the CK9 T-shirts. I've
Yes.
changed the logo. It's been kind of a passing of the torch. So here's the new logo. Tito's very lethargic face.
It's a great logo. I noticed it as soon as you
and
came
you can
in.
get them at ck9.store, and they're just
Fantastic.
They're very
Fantastic.
sweet.
Shadow, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Dig in,
Okay.
everybody. You can watch
Okay,
Nostalgia
fellas.
Christmas.
Did you
Debbie,
guys say
good luck.
thank you?
Wow.
Thursday night
A lot's
at
going on
9,
here.
8 Central over on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. You can also keep up with all of our amazing Christmas movie premieres on our Hallmark movie checklist app, where you can add movies to your watch list. You can watch trailers and a whole lot more than that. It's free and it's available on iOS and Android devices.